Perth and Cairns. We'll see tomorrow night at 7:30 local time. As always, check your guides and nbl.com.au for all the information you need. And there's Kai Sotto.
Put a lid on it, Kai Sotto. That's what he can do. Just hang around. He's got the length, got the athleticism. I think we have a highlight.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat, mga igan at ang ating mga tagapakinig dito sa ating Pinas YouTube channel at Pinas Podcast. Ang issue po ngayon na ating tatalakayin ay tungkol sa ating kabayan dyan sa Australian NBL na si Kai Sotto. Tulad din ng karaniwang basketballista maging mga superstar ng NBA, may mga off-night performance sila na maituturing. At gaya nila, si Kai Sotto ay may mga pagkakataong inaalat din naman, kumbaga. Kaya ang masasabi ko lang sa mga bashers at maging sa mga supporters din ay maghunos dili po tayo at maging maunawain dahil tao lamang din po sila na maaaring magkaroon ng mga pagkukulang. Sa aking palagay, kung tayo ay napo-frustrate tuwing mahina ang performance niya sa laban, mas lalo sa kanya na siya mismong player. Baka pa nga na pinagsasabihan pa ng coach. Maaaring masyado lamang mataas ang expectations natin sa kanya, kaya tayo ay umaasa lagi ng 100% na performance tuwing nasa laban si Kai Sotto. Ika nga todo puri tayo sa kanya sa tuwing mahusay ang ipinapakita at todo batikos din naman pag may off night. Yung tipong nahusgahan na natin ang buo niyang pagkatao at kapasidad. Tandaan po natin na bata pa itong si Kai Sotto kaya inaasahan ang mga kahinaan na yan. Ngunit sa ganyan din siya matututo at lalakas upang pagdating ng tamang panahon ay kaya niya nang sabayan ang sino mang makakatapat niya sa court, maging NBL man yan, FIBA o NBA. Ang mahalaga, patuloy siyang natututo at nag-i-improve as a player. Sa taas ba naman ng kanyang IQ ay tiyak na marami na siyang bagay na natutunan sa kanyang mga pagkakamali at pag-ahon. At patungkol din sa role nito sa Adelaide 36ers na kanyang team ay masasabi kong nakadepende pa din naman yan kay Kai Sotto kung mabibigyan siya ng sapat na exposure. Yun ay kung sa tuwing maipapasok siya ng coach ay magpapakitang gilas siya at susulitin ang bawat minuto. Mapamaiksi man yan o malaking playing time na maibibigay sa kanya. May kasabihang minutes is earned. Once you show your best inside, you will be given the best chance to play longer minutes. Respect is earned, ika nga. At sa kanyang paglalaro naman dito sa NBL Blitz o pre-season, tandaan po natin na di pa ito ang regular season. Kaya sa akin palagay, hindi dahil sa ayaw siya bigyan ni Coach CJ ng mahabang playing time, kundi ay inaalagaan lamang ito upang maiwasang ma-injured bilang paghahanda sa laban. Kaya sinabi naman niya yan at kinumpirma sa isang interview na gano'n na nga, iniingatan para maihahanda at maging healthy sa buong season.
Nice. Hey, watching the games on the weekend, no robo, so it was a whole lot of burn for Kai Sotto. And it was fun to watch, and it's always fun to watch when he's out there. I guess the same question about him as what I asked for Macca. What do you want to see from Kai early doors and then over the course of the season as a whole?
Well, just keeping him healthy. Like, as you know, like last year he came in and I was telling you that 15 to 20 minutes, if I can get there, that's a good thing. I think we got him around 15, and I think I told him 15, and we were on that mark. And that was games he didn't play. But if you talk about the course of the season, his momentum, the way that he played, he kept going on that trajectory, which was what we wanted to see. And obviously into the draft, and he's come out of that on the other side, and now it's about staying healthy again. And so when you've had injuries already, like I get it from the fans, and they want to see him play 25 minutes. I'm not 7'3", and you haven't dealt with what he's had to deal with, and it's just managing his body, making sure that he can compete every day at a high level when he does go. We're in it to win it. So I've put it on him of the professionalism, delivering in this space. For him to want to achieve his goals and dreams, he's going to have to, again, come to the party. It's not all about Kai Sotto doing what Kai Sotto wants to do. This is about what's best for the team and how you help the team be successful, but you play in the right way and getting your chance to do what and show the world what Kai Sotto really can do, and playing a bigger role. I think he wants that. He said that in the off season. I want you to believe in me, coach. But as you know, for me to believe in him, and you got to show your teammates, you got to show that on the floor every single day. For me to gift you something that you haven't earned throughout the week and to play you in a game, it's just something that for every player, young player or player that's playing in our competition, and every coach wants to see that every single day that they deliver in that space, so that you can reward them the right way.
Is the work there? Like I spoke recently about he needs to get stronger, right? And he does that by getting older. For sure, but also by putting in the time and the effort and the work in the weight room on the day-to-day. And even if that means you're sore and you're struggling through it, you're getting that done. And then also I spoke about the need for him to kind of get quicker laterally, those pick and roll coverages, so that you can do different things without him there. Is he putting in that time to get better in those spaces?
Well, we haven't spent a whole lot of time together, so since he's been here, he touched down, he's done his physical, we got on the floor a couple of days, he was off to the Philippines. He comes back and he's already had an injury, and it's like, we got to manage that. We've got to get through the games in Perth. And so you don't want to overcommit and play him too much, but I need to get a sample size of where you're at. I need you to show me what you're capable of. I had him come off the bench, I had him start, but obviously the game's coming up, and they're going to come quick and fast, as you know. So how much can you retain? What the effort and energy comes out. My staff is bigger, from not just me and Pelman, having full-time staff this year, which is great, from physio to strength and conditioning to adding another system with Mick Downer, and even having a DP coach in Michael Lake. Like, we're adding to my staff, which means that I have more coaches that can help make sure that we get the work into each individual player, and we're able to compete at a high level.
So, bukod dyan, yun na nga, nais sigurong ihanda siya para sa paparating na laban kontra Phoenix Suns at OKC Thunders ng NBA. Dahil nais lang nitong makapagbigay ng magandang laban kontra sa dalawang NBA teams, at higit sa lahat ay yun na nga sa paparating na season.
Nice. Well, you're going to be competing at a very high level in a couple of weeks, because you're going over for those NBA games, which is awesome. I'm so happy that you guys signed on, and you're going to be doing that, and you're going to be having that experience. How are you feeling about that? Phoenix and OKC around the corner.
I'm excited. I'm excited to represent the NBL and the 36ers. Excited to go and see where our team sits. I think playing in the Blitz and playing preseason games is always good, and everyone's eyes will be on those games. Where you at? What are you doing? Studying us from afar, and we get to set a tone before we come back after playing a few preseason games in Darwin, to come in and play a couple of teams that guys are fighting for jobs. Guys are hungry to make their mark, and again, some Australian players that formerly represented the NBL, and just show that, hey, we got some young kids in Australia that you guys need to keep an eye on, more so than just those guys that are there. Yeah,
the matchups are cool because Jock, also Torrey Craig, as who you worked with in Brisbane, in Phoenix, and then Josh, and of course Usman Jiang as well in KC. And I alluded to it before with Randall. I feel like having watched, and you were there in 2017 when you guys played Phoenix and down 25 in the first quarter and won the next 3 quarters. You've had that experience. I feel like in those NBL, NBA games, one of the things you got to have is a guy who can create off the bounce and score at a high level late in the shot clock. Because if you, and there's games where, you know, Jerome Randall's had success in that situation, Corey Webster, Casper Ware in that game when they nearly beat OKC. And that's why I feel Craig Randall's going to be big for you in that situation, in those games.
Yeah, definitely. I think his skill set will allow for him to do that and create for others and himself. I think I got more than one piece that can do that, but he is a piece that, again, I felt that this club missed and needed. And you see it on every other club. And those guys that you just mentioned had done it at a very high level in our competition, which makes them stand out like so far above the rest that you're like, wow, we need one of those guys. Well, on sitting on hands and doing the homework and diving deeper, I think we landed one that we're happy with, and he's happy with us, and so far, and we just keep growing together.
Nice. The Perth fans are saying, "Well, Bryce Cotton, what he did against the Denver Nuggets, I forgot him." All right, man. To finish off, there's a lot of expectations around the 36ers coming into this season. You recruit well. Everyone's excited about your second year and what you guys are going to be able to do. But forgetting my and all the other external expectations, what are your expectations of your team this season?
Grow. I think, like, I can pinpoint, say, championships and all that sort of stuff and where we fit. I want to see growth from every day that we step on the floor, that we're growing in the right direction. Can you bounce back? As you know, you're going to take some licks and you're going to take some knocks, and from the press to how do you bounce back? Do we have the mentality to be able to bounce back? Are we strong enough to be able to take a punch and then give a punch back the very next quarter, next play, next half to next game? Just the consistency. I mean, it's, as you said, for me, it's a word, right? But consistency, seeing it every day, reminding players to not drop their head. And we have good days and bad days. You wake up, you're sore. One day you're feeling great and you miss everything. Next day you're feeling sore and you went through it and you're thinking that it was a bad day, but you helped your team win. And ultimately it comes down to just playing your role, you know, helping your team. And as your role may evolve, some will decrease, some will get a bigger role as the season goes on. But it's understand that we're all doing it to help the Adelaide 36ers become one of the best teams in the league again.
So, para sa akin ay stay put lang po tayo. At sabi pa nga the best is yet to come. So, let him do his thing. Okay? So, again, maraming salamat sa pagbisita sa ating munting channel at pakikinig dito sa ating Anchor Podcast. Lalong-lalo na dyan sa mga kabayan natin na nasa iba yung dako ng mundo, ingat po kayo dyan. Kung kayo ay mayroong saloobin sa ating natalakay, komento nyo lamang po yan sa ibaba, pag-usapan po natin. This has been your host, Alex, saying bye-bye and God bless.
Perth and Cairns. We'll see tomorrow night at 7:30 local time. As always, check your guides and NBL.com.au for all the information you need. And there's Kai Sotto.
Put a lid on it, Kai Sotto. That's what he can do. Just hang around. He's got the length, got the athleticism. I think we have a highlight.
I reckon there's a few million fans in the Philippines who'll be happy with that one.
Get off the dribble, get around the defender, and get all the way to the hoop.
This Kai Sotto checking in for his first minutes. Second year in the league, a 20-year-old from the Philippines. He's a national hero already. And it's knocked out of bounds, and said that he was looking forward to the NBL Blitz for a chance to start the season in a positive manner. We don't even use the COVID word anymore, but no disruptions, nothing like that. And he wants to start his season in a good way in this next week. Play late in the clock. Nice D from Marshall, and then help D from Sotto was good. He just cannot find a bucket right now, Southeast Melbourne. Move Anticevic. Got Sotto up in the air as well. And from underneath, misses a simple one.
Players that Simon Mitchell trusts, you're going to be solid on the defensive end, and you're just going to hustle on every single rebound. And if the ball's there for a little dump off, you're going to finish.
Adnam steps out for three. Junior Madut went flying in. He's going to be fun to watch as well. One of Southeast Melbourne's recruits, wearing 0. Randall short on the 3 ball. There's Galloway. Joining the Adelaide 36ers in the off-season. And McCarron, true contact, and will get himself to the free throw line.
Just hyping up Dane to know what he can do on the box screen defensively, and